Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be the very last food plot update until we're flinging arrows this hunting season. We're over here in the acre plot that's right in the middle of the corn, and I wanted to show you this plot. I kind of did an experiment with. This plot didn't get rolled in, so I tilled everything up, and then I broadcasted the brassica literally on the dirt and did nothing else. So this is all brassica that came up with no type of cull packing or anything like that. And obviously, most of it did really well. I mean, this is all really tall, nice brassica. This is a mix from RAVLIN Hill as well, I wanted to mention on there. There's certain spots that don't look that great, but overall, it looks pretty darn good considering this was the least amount of effort I put into one. We'll go and look at the one over there, which I planted, rolled, and you'll probably see a little bit of a difference. I do think that the one that I did that with grew a little bit better. Over here where this ground was just really good, this brassica exploded over here, as you guys can see compared to my foot. Looks really nice. We'll go ahead and I'll go show you the other ones. All the standing corn looks good. Lots of ears on it. So right here's the middle pasture plot that I did seed roll, and this actually is much thicker and more even. There's really not any bare spots in here, so I do think, after doing that little experiment, that you're better off rolling the seed in. Although there's not that big a difference. If you're strapped on time and it's not gonna hurt. I mean, that food plot, as you guys saw over there, looks really good, but this is just a little bit more even. I think it had better seed to soil contact. Just looks a little bit better, I would say. So let's go ahead and we'll go down into Cherry Ridge and I'll show you the staging plot and the hidey hole plot in the middle brassica plot, and that one is incredible. You guys will be pretty impressed with that one, I think. Well, before we get over to the staging plot over there in the hidey hole plot, I wanted to show you this miscanthus. A lot of people ask about it, and this is obviously year 2, and you can see, comparing me to it, I'm 6 foot, right on the money. It's a couple feet over me. The issue is, though, it's really not as thick as you would probably like. So this was 4 rows, and after doing this, I think I would recommend 6. You want a couple more. I think over the years it will thicken and maybe add more of a screen, but that would be my recommendation as of right now, is it needs to be thicker, because if I didn't have the standing corn on the inside of that, you'd be able to see right through it. But it's coming, and you can see it next to the Honda here. It's over the top of the Honda. I'll go ahead and show you the harvest salad plot that's on the inside of the standing corn here. So right here we've got 2 acres of the harvest salad from Real World, which contains whitetail forage oats, winter wheat, winter rye, a bunch of different grains. It's got peas in it. You can see right there's peas. Those are coming up kind of sporadic. And there's even some random brassicas that are growing in here, which must have been residual from, I don't think there's any brassicas in that mix, so that must have been stuff that came out of the back after what I had planted previously. But this is coming up really nice. And I'm watching this fence gap right here with my Guard Pro cell camera. These cameras are sweet. I've got it hooked up to the solar panel, constantly has 100% battery, can manage the camera right from my cell phone, and definitely really happy with that camera and how it does. I'll put a link to that camera as well. So if you guys are interested in that, I would recommend it. I've got another camera on the other gap right there, a Guard Pro camera as well. All right, now let's go check out the hidey hole and staging plots. I've got a hanging vine scrape right here, and every year I have a camera hanging up over this, and we're gonna go ahead and I've got some fresh Wyoming County whitetail, doe and buck urine. And we're gonna go ahead and get these fired up. So that's the doe urine. And then we're gonna put a little buck in there too. That's all it takes. We'll be on this in no time. I've got a link and discount to Wyoming County buck and doe urine, and I really like that during the rut, like the pre-rut too. October 25th to like November 1st, the doe and heat urine. I mean, you'll literally, if you take a drag line and dunk that doe and heat urine in there and run it right to your tree, you'll have deer literally come to the base of your tree looking for that first hot doe. So they get all excited. Stuff works. Well, we just made it to the staging plot, and I'll tell you what, this looks incredible. This got seeded, I believe, August 1st. So or no, not August 1st, September 1st. And this looks just like a green carpet out here. This is all whitetail oats and winter wheat, and then I overseeded it with clover. You can see all the clover starting to come up in there, but it looks really, really good. There's the stump 4 that I got from RAVLIN Hill. This is absolutely awesome out here, because what these deer will do is, you know, working out to the big ag, they'll come right through here and stage, and you can see how much of this is already clipped off. I mean, they're hammering this stuff out here. We'll walk over to the middle quarter plot that's all brassica. You know, that stuff is massive over there. See how thick this is all coming up. There's another one of my Guard Pro cell cams right here. Have it hooked right up to the top to a solar panel, and it's always on 100% battery. And right here, this is the best brassica plot of them all by far. This stuff is huge, and I think the main reason for that is because I got water to it. This is a plot that I was able to water really well when it was, you know, when there was no water for a month. You know, I was able to keep this watered, and it shows. Looks really, really nice. There's a ton of deer that are coming out here every night. Look at the path going through right here. That's that big ash tree stump that was in the middle there. But you see how big these turnips are already. Purple top turnips are looking in there. Geez, look at the size of that. Huge. There's a massive trail going right through there. Well, here's the hidey hole plot, and this is all clover, and everywhere I dug the stumps up I planted winter wheat, winter rye, harvest salad, but you can see this is just a really nice stand of clover. The deer are crushing it. You can see everything's pretty browsed. There's a weed right there. This is some brassica that I had planted right here on the edge. Lots of new growth clover coming up. The deer have just absolutely hammered that clover though. You can just see everything's nipped off in there. Everything's looking pretty good though otherwise. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, and we'll have hunting season coming shortly. And with that, I wanted to make sure you guys had access to all these discount codes. So if you guys need any gear going into the hunting season or whatnot, I'll just go ahead and mention some of them. You have the Tideweed discount, which is KEO-20, KEO-18, or KEO-16. They have some incredible discounts running on their website right now, where they have things up to 40% off. And if you add, the additional KEO code to it, you can get stuff, up to 50 or even 60% off total cost, which is absolutely incredible. So I would definitely recommend doing that if you're in need of any gear. They have all kinds of stuff from ground blinds to boots to hunting apparel, rangefinders. Feel free to just go over to Tideweed's website, check it out, and if you see anything that you need, add that discount code. It'll help me out, and it'll get you a huge discount. Some of the other codes on here for Guard Pro cell cams, those are cameras that I've been using a lot this year. They have great quality. With that solar panel, they last the entire year with good sunlight. And I've got a 10% off code for them as well, which is KEO. EOT Club data for all my Keen Ranger PT cell cameras. I have a discount code for all those data cards. They work absolutely awesome. Which is 10% off. I also have an onXhunt discount, which is 20%. onXhunt app is fantastic. I have nothing bad to say about that app. I use it all the time. And then the final code that I have listed on here is for Wyoming County whitetail deer urine, which is the urine I use during the hunting season. It's all CWD tested, CWD negative, obviously, and you can get a fall, and you can get a discount code with fall 1 or fall 2, depending on how much you spend. So feel free to check those out. I appreciate everybody watching. Hunting season's right around the corner. Can't wait. We'll see you then.